This is KGW News at Sunrise.
It's really wonderful to find a place that can just take us in and allow us to exist here.
A local nonprofit helping people clean up while they cool off. It's offering a service during this ongoing heat wave that most of us take for granted.
Good morning, I'm Thomas Schultz, live from Pioneer Courthouse Square. Coming up, we'll tell you how triple-digit temperatures are impacting food trucks, especially those without AC.
And would you choose to be chased by a bull through the street?
Nope.
Thousands of people in Spain did. We'll tell you about this century-long tradition later on in our show.
I mean, we've been showing these highlights for years on the news, and every time it comes up, I'm like, nope, no interest. You?
Nope.
You? I don't want to.
Well, you know.
No way.
You know?
No way.
I might take the big bull on.
So have we stopped answering questions honestly on the show?
Yes, we have. Let's go to the weather. Speaking of not being honest, here's your weather forecast. Just kidding.
No, come on. My goodness gracious.
Well, we don't tell the truth all the time, as it turns out. We have beautiful blue skies up there. To get back to serious mode, we believe this will be the final day of the excessive heat warning, the final day of temperatures getting to 100 and better, so relief is expected tomorrow. However, we're going to be going from 100-something down to about 93 tomorrow, so a decent drop, but still uncomfortable if you're in a home without AC. 67 is where we sit right now. Here's a look at our morning ahead, and obviously this morning will be the most comfortable part of the day. This shows 82 at 10 o'clock this morning, rising up to 90 or better by noon, 95 at 1 p.m. And there's the high today. Yesterday was 102. Today we think we could get as high as 104 with the excessive heat warning in effect. Chris?
That hurts. All right, let's go ahead and give you the look at the drive on the west side right now. Highway 26 coming down the hill from Sylvan. The sun is right in the driver's eye, but so far not impacting the commute there. There's I-5 through North Portland. That looks good as well. And a quick check over the east side. The Banfield's A-OK this morning, but this weekend, heads up, Interstate 84, both directions will close overnight Saturday from I-5 to I-205. ODOT will be doing some graffiti removal, some trash cleanup, and additional maintenance. That's about a 13-hour closure of I-84 between I-5 and 205. There is also a section of northbound I-5 on the Markham Bridge that will close. So just know about that. That's 13 hours this weekend, starting overnight Saturday to noon Sunday.
All right, thank you, Chris. We're going to kick off our news headlines this hour on Sunrise with 3 things to know about the heat wave this morning. Number 1, the record heat is the suspected cause of death for at least 4 people in the Portland metro area. First, last Friday, an 84-year-old was found dead in Northeast Portland. 2 days later, on Sunday, 2 men were found dead in separate locations in Southeast Portland. One of them was 64, the other 75. And we've also learned that a 33-year-old man in Clackamas County died over the weekend from a suspected heat-related illness. The Portland Public School District canceled summer programming at non-air-conditioned schools today. It's the second day in a row the district has done this. District-sponsored outdoor programs also canceled today. But summer learning is happening today at air-conditioned schools. And lastly here, if you do need a place to cool off, you can text the word HEAT to 503-226-5088. We'll text you back with a link that lists off cooling centers, splash pads, fountains all across the Portland metro area. That list also lives at KGW.com. Well, we know the hot weather is having a big impact on businesses this week, including local food carts.
Our Thomas Schultz joins us now from Pioneer Courthouse Square with more. Good morning, Thomas.
Hey, good morning, guys. And even with those temperatures expected to once again surpass 100 degrees, food truck owners, many of them across Portland, are planning to stay open. For a lot of those carts, they also just don't have AC. Now, food cart owners told us that in the afternoons, their trucks are getting up to 120 degrees during this heat wave. Some are closing as temperatures increase. So for businesses staying open, vendors say they're selling about half as many orders as they generally would. For the past few days, it's been brutally hot, as we're all aware, and that won't begin to change until tomorrow. But today, temperatures once again expected to hit those triple digits. And due to that heat, cart vendors are taking precautions like staying hydrated and taking short breaks outside to get away from that hot grill. Still, they're continuing to feel the impact.
Like, headache and sometimes dizzy. Yeah. But what to do? This is our job to serve the customers, and they'll be happy.
So they continue to work through it and, like he said, try to make those customers happy, even as those customers coming in person, that business continues to drop during this heat wave. Though there is a little bit of good news here. Those to-go orders are going up as people are getting their food and going, as these food truck owners try to just keep business as much alive as they can until this heat wave passes. Guys.
That's all you can do. Thomas Schultz reporting live for us. Thank you, Thomas. Meanwhile, the nonprofit Cultivate initiatives are offering showers to help people beat the heat. In addition to helping homeless folks in East Multnomah County, the nonprofit also has 3 shower stations, one at their headquarters on 146th and Stark, plus 2 mobile shower trucks. Since last Thursday, 117 people have used the showers, 41 of them just on Monday, which is about double their average.
We all want a good shower during this time, and so I think we take for granted, many of us who have that, but there are thousands of folks in our city who don't have that. And so,
you can find more information, including their full shower schedule, at cultivateinitiatives.org and on their Instagram. Now to some other national headlines we're following for you this morning. Hurricane Beryl has been downgraded to a tropical depression after slamming parts of Texas yesterday, leaving more than 1 million customers without power. Beryl also damaged some communities in Louisiana, downing trees and power lines and crushing structures. And take a look at this boat fire on the San Francisco Bay. You can see the flames and black smoke blowing in the wind there. The Coast Guard there says 2 people abandoned ship and were rescued yesterday by another boat. No word yet on what started the fire. And TSA officers set a new record for the most travelers screened in a single day. More than 3 million people passed through U.S. airport security on Sunday. The record was widely expected to be broken at some point over the July 4th holiday weekend.
All right, quick story here before we get back to Rod's forecast. A person who lost a backpack filled with $50,000 in rare sports cars and jewelry at a Mac stop got those items back. Beaverton police tell us the person accidentally dropped the backpack at the Beaverton Transit Center on Sunday. Surveillance video showed a woman picking it up moments later and then taking off. Then those rare cards showed up for sale on Facebook Marketplace. So detectives arranged a meeting with the seller yesterday and wound up arresting 34-year-old Dawn Castro when she showed up with the cards. They say they also tracked down the jewelry at a local pawn shop.
Well, I'm glad they got it back.
$50,000 he's carrying around in that backpack.
That's also bold.
I'd like to contact the person who has my baseball cards that I threw away in the 1960s, by the way.
What do you think the best card that you no longer have was?
I think I actually had a pretty good, it wasn't a rookie card, but it was a pretty good Mickey Mantle card that I would think would be worth something.
I got a card at home. It's, I don't know, is this guy famous? His name is George Ruth. George Herman Ruth?
Yeah, he might be
famous. Is that a famous player?
Yeah.
I may have to take a look at the worth of that card.
Okay.
I have some Beanie Babies. They have to be worth something these days.
You know who George Herman Ruth is? The Babe.
Oh, okay, well, that makes sense.
Babe Ruth, yes.
I know that name.
Okay.
Okay, here's a look at that tropical depression that we gave you the update on a moment ago. What's up to Beryl? You can see the rains up into Missouri and now moving up toward into Indianapolis, it looks like, just south of Chicago. The news is great. I mean, the winds, this will lose all of its tropical characteristics during the day today. And the rain forecast is, I say only 2 to 4 inches, which that's something that's doable without issues from flooding, fingers crossed. Okay, here at home, we have, that storm's been moving quickly. That's why I think it was moving, it's like 29 miles per hour. So that's a fast mover. That helps not produce that much soaking rain over one area. We're clear. You can see it right there. Another sunny day, another day like we've been having. This is the final day here west of the Cascades of the excessive heat warning. The final day that we will be 100 degrees or better. We'll drop about 10 degrees down to the low 90s starting tomorrow. I mean, still toasty if you don't have AC, but not maybe unbearably hot, if you will. So the excessive heat warning last day from Medford up into Portland, Vancouver, Kelso, Longview. But the excessive heat warning will go for one more day Wednesday east of the Cascades. That's Central Oregon, the Dalles, and then out east. Your temperatures will still be at 100 degrees or so tomorrow. The red color, we have all kinds of different watches and warnings that are now up, things that you get with hot weather, including a red flag warning across a good chunk of our state for high fire danger with all the intense drying going on, right, from the heat. We have air quality alerts up now because of ozone concerns that you get when you have these high pressure domes in the summer months. So this is the day we'll be watching air quality. You should too if it's something you can suffer from. Right now, the green dots are good, the yellow dots are moderate, so it's a mix of good and moderate across the area. Hopefully it doesn't get any worse than that. at today. All right, I just set this camera. Now the iris is getting a little washed out again. This is Uquinta Bay down in Newport, reporting a temperature of 53 degrees. The coast continues to be generally low 70s to low 80s, and it will be that way again today. There was never, this is a bit unusual for a heat wave that's going this long and is this intense, that we've never had an east wind flow. The wind flow has always been north-northwest, and that's why the coast has continued to be fairly comfortable, 70s to low 80s. Here in town, even with that light northwest wind flow, though, we are going to be up to about 100 degrees or better. We're at 67 right now. I've got to motor through some numbers. I'm running out of time here. We have 66 in Salem, 69 in the Dalles, 65 in John Day. Basically, all inland areas will hit 100 or better statewide today. 107 in Salem. Yesterday it was 105. Today, Battleground 102, Vancouver 104. Here are the other temperatures. Again, go Salem 105, Madras 105, Baker City 102. All inland areas up to 100. The weather impact alert for 104 today in Portland. 93 tomorrow. There's the drop. I mean, 93 we'd still say is hot, except for the fact we've been up into the hundreds, right? Upper 80s Thursday, Friday, back up to about 90 on Saturday and Sunday. Mr. Carney, sir.
Keep it parked right there, 87.